binomials, for example. For example, you have here uh, find find f of negative. For example, you have here negative 2, f of negative 2 when f of x is equal to x minus 1 and then times 2x plus 3, and you have here 2x minus 5, for example. Okay, the given is find f of 2 when f of x is equal to the product of these three binomials, that is the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 5. Okay, let's continue. So in your solution again, class, do not forget that you have to let x is equal to negative 2, since that's the purpose why we need to find out what's the value. Okay, so substitute, but first rewrite the given function. F of x is equal to the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 5. Then substitute negative 2 into the variables in every given binomials. So you have here negative 2 minus 1 times 2. Okay, here you may use this time the times 2, you may use this one and then so let me do this one. I need to erase this first because of the grouping symbols. So let's go back here. So you may substitute negative 2, that's negative 2 minus 1, that is still the same, but this time for the clarity of the grouping symbols here, that is why I need to rewrite here. So it becomes, so we need to use bracket this time because at this point we will use the inner part, the parenthesis for the inner part, and we cannot have the same grouping symbol as our inner and outer grouping symbols. So and then you bring down 2 times the value for x, which is negative 2, and then my plus 3. So this is the reason why I need to rewrite the solution here. So because you cannot have the same grouping symbols, like you are using parentheses in the inner part and then you will use the same grouping symbol for the outer part, and that is not acceptable. And this is parenthesis and this is bracket, the outer grouping symbol after the parenthesis. And let's continue. And since there's the term here, the first term is coefficient, literal coefficient, numerical and literal here, you still do the same here. So this is bring down 2, this one, and then times the value for x is equal to negative 2 and then minus 5. Okay, so try to familiarize with these grouping symbols if you are not used to use this kind of grouping symbols that separates the inner given or the inner term and the outer terms as you continue with your solution. Okay, let's continue. Then simplify all the terms or expression inside the parentheses. So negative 2 minus 1, that will give you negative 3. And then before you add 3 to the first term, you have to simplify or evaluate first 2 times negative 2. And that will give you, okay, that will give you negative 4. So when you multiply 2 and negative 2, automatically you will change bracket into parenthesis, this one, because you have already removed the parenthesis inside when you multiply 2 and negative 2, and then bring down plus 4, and then times, okay, the bracket here becomes parenthesis because as you multiply 2 and negative 2 again, automatically the parenthesis here will be removed. So 2 times negative 2 equals negative 4, and then minus, okay, this one, there's no parenthesis here, minus 5. So let me rewrite, class. Negative 3 times negative 4 plus 4 times negative 4 minus 5. The purpose of rewriting is I need to clear out this part here. Then we have bring down negative 3 because you cannot multiply this negative 3 right away to the second parenthesis with the second parenthesis, since there are still more than one terms inside in every parenthesis for the second and the third one. So negative 4 plus 4, combining these two integers into single integer, that gives you 0. And then negative 4, okay, minus 5, that will give you a single integer of negative 9. So this time you can now multiply the three integers, okay, since in every integer, in every parenthesis, there's only one term inside. Okay, so could you still recall the rules? One of the rules when you multiply integers, it says that any numbers or any integers multiplied by 0, the result is 0. So negative 3 times 0 times negative 9, the result, the answer is 0. So therefore, when you evaluate, when you find the value of f of x is equal to the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 5, at f of negative 2, the value is simply equal to 0. Can you imagine? We have different integers here when we substitute negative 2, and the process is quite longer, and perhaps to some of you it is quite complicated, but at the end it would only lead you to 0 as the answer. So therefore your f of negative 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so again, you try to construct or create your simple conclusion, because that's also one way of practicing your knowledge in English, especially when you construct simple sentence or constructing simple sentence. That's part, or that's how you end your answer, with a simple sentence as a conclusion. So that's it. That's it. So uh, I hope that this last example will help you with different types of in dealing with different types of function sooner in your regular classes, or if you want to help your brothers and sisters or your cousins or your friends with the same or similar topic, which is all about the evaluation of functions. That's all, and good afternoon, everyone. See you next in my video tutorial about mathematics, and we will be dealing with another topic next time. God bless.